Hi guys, welcome to a new video here at Sublime Traders. I'm Logical Orange, and in this video we are going to learn how to use our scalping channel, the scalping channel we have in our groups, and how to interpret the signals we get from there. And also we are going to learn how to set up our Bitmex account for optimal scalping execution. So first of all, for those who don't know, the scalping channel is part of our package. Every member in spot and futures plans have access to this channel, and basically in this channel you will get signals of this type. So you will have a chart. If you click on it, you can zoom on it with the pair that we track. At the moment we only track BTC/USD and the type of signal we get. If you want to know more about more information about this type of signals, you can also go to our blog and search for scalping, and you will find the scalping article that we created especially for this. The bottom part of the chart, in the bottom part of the chart, you can see that we have a wave-like structure. This is the Sublime wave indicator that we use and that we created. We have inspired ourselves by following these two indicators. One is a market cipher type indicator, and the other one is a wave indicator, a wave trend indicator and oscillator. If you want to know more about this, I will link it in the description of the video. So what can we see in this part of the indicator? So basically this indicator is composed by stochastic RSI, and we can see it right here. We can see the wave crossings in the purple area and the light blue area. We have the VWAP, which is the yellow line. This is the yellow line that fluctuates. And we have the money flow. The money flow is the green area when we have an influx of money to the market, so volume. And we have the red area when money goes out of the market. And as you can see, the waves are always accompanied by small dots and lines. The lines are divergences, and the dots are crossings, points of crossings for the wave trend indicator. So basically when we see a green dot, it means that the wave trend crossed in an upward manner. This usually is a bullish signal. When we have a red dot here or here, this means that the wave trend indicators, oscillators, have crossed above the overbought, the oversold level, and they are crossed in a downwards manner, and this leads to a bearish outcome usually. Now you couldn't trade this indicator alone because you don't have enough information on this wave indicator. Therefore, understanding the second part of our scalping channel indicator is very important. So the second part is a non-chart indicator that uses 7 EMAs that are crossed. You can see them in the background right here. So these are the EMAs that we are using. It also uses money flow, it also uses VWAP, and it also uses RSI. So in order to have a confirmation for an entry or a sell, you should have the same types of signals from the two indicators. For example, you have a buy right here. You should have an upward crossing EMA formation here also. If you don't, it means that the signal shouldn't be used as a buy signal. So the best way to use these indicators is to go to small time frames from 5 minutes to up to 1 hour. On our channels, the signals come in the 1 hour time frames because we didn't want to flood the channel and alert the users for too many signals. But if you guys want to have access to the script, just contact me on Telegram and I can give you access, no problem. So let's get back to how we can use this. Basically you have to have confirmation on the indicator in the chart and in the indicator in the bottom part, so from the waves and from the chart. For example, we have a sell signal from the top indicator, so this is Sublime chart, it's named Sublime chart, and we have a sell signal from the bottom indicator, which is called Sublime wave. This, as we can see, this has followed through very nicely. The only downside to this type of trading is that it cannot show you take profits and stop losses. So if you want to trade like this, you should already know how to identify supports and resistances, so you can eventually take your profits and post your stop losses. So there's so much information here that it's kind of difficult to understand if we don't know what everything means. We have symbols in the upside, we have dots, red dots, green dots in the low side. So what does it all mean? So let's start with the yellow axis. So the yellow axis means that usually the market is manipulated. If you see the correlation with the low side indicator, we have mixed signals. We had a sell and then we had a buy. Here we had a yellow X. Yellow X happens when we have volume from the two sides and the market is not decided yet. If the price is increasing at a higher level than the yellow X, it usually is a trap, and you need to have additional indicators that can allow you to identify if the price is below the VWAP, for example, or above the VWAP, so we can identify a potential stop of the price. But I repeat, if the price goes up, it usually, in this case it didn't, but it usually just fakes and then just continues in the downtrend. Whenever I have an X, a yellow X, and it doesn't correlate with anything bearish, in this example, in the low indicator, I do not trade. I stay out, I do not trade. Now we have the short, the classic short. We have a red cross. This is a bearish indicator, and it usually is followed by a downward price action. We also have the blue triangles. The blue triangles means that the trend is reversing. It usually means that the price has reached the top, and it is identified by scanning the volume. The volume had a big influx right here, and then it dropped. It dropped almost to very, very low numbers, and that's why we have it established a top right here, and the triangle, the blue triangle, identifies trend changes. The next image we can get from this indicator would be the green dot. The green dot is a long indicator. Then we have the yellow continuation, the bullish continuation candles. The yellow squares are bullish continuation candles. This is not a buy, this is not a sell signal whatsoever. We also have the bearish continuation, which are the small red squares right here that you can see right here. So this means that once you entered a short, the trend is continuing. So you can keep your position active as long as this continues. However, do not forget that you do not trade one side of the chart or the other side of the chart if you do not take into consideration what the other indicator says. So let's say we want to enter right here. We have a formation right here. We have a bullish flag right here, but we get low volume, and at one point we get the red cross. The red cross is a bearish signal. However, on the low side we only have the VWAP, which is dropping. We only have the money flow, which is dropping. It could suffice, but we didn't have the confirmation that we wanted at this point. So if we wanted to short right now, it would be a bit risky because we didn't have confirmation from the two sides. Let's pick another example. So right here should be good. So right here we have established that we have a triangle. So blue triangle means trend reversal, and then we have two bullish candles. We have 2 or 3 bullish candles, a bearish candle, a buy signal, a bearish candle. We don't understand anything at this point, okay? But right after we have a red X. The red X is a bearish indicator, and it is followed by another red X, which confirms that the first indicator was validated. And on the bottom part we have the crossing of the weight trend indicator that signals another bearish trend. So in this case we can establish that we can go short. We are safe to go short. We have confirmations in the upside. We have 2 red crosses. We have 1 bearish continuation candle, and we have the bearish cross on the wave trend indicator. So now that we know what happens when we have all these icons right here, we know. So I will just repeat so it's clear for you guys. So the blue triangles is a trend change. Everything that is red is bearish. Everything that is green and yellow is bullish. And never forget to confirm your entries with the Sublime wave indicator you have in the bottom. That's why we post, or on our channels we post an image, so you have a clear idea of what happens when the alert came. You can compare and you can make your entries. Now let's go to Bitmex and see how we can prepare our account for fast trading. So if you guys want, we can make a poll to rechange the scalping channel to 15 minutes. And you will have more signals to trade from. And if you want to trade on Bitmex, you should do the following changes to your interface. So basically, when you open a new Bitmex account, you will have the dashboard kind of like this, and it is slow. If you want to trade fast, it is slow. So what I recommend is for you guys to already put your order book to the left side of your interface, as close as possible to the price right here, so you can buy and short as fast as possible. The order book should be set to grouping 0.5, so $0.5 in the order book, and to dual. So like this, you have the buy side and the sell side in one click. You then should have your chart right here, as big as possible, and the recent trades. So now we have the order book right here, and it's just side to side to the quantity and the buy, the sell buttons. There's one more thing we need to do, and this is to click on this settings wheel and to enable show plus minus buttons. This will allow you to add or subtract. This will allow you to add or subtract to your position and to your limit price. So let's imagine that we have a signal on our indicator. We just received the signal on our Telegram channel, and we want to enter a short. So right now, if I want to short, and I want to short really fast, I will click right here on the highest seller, and I will sell short with the post only, with the post only checked on. So like this. I need to have a small quantity, but not this small. So if I select the last sell and I short, I sell, the order is already placed. Be careful, however, if you click here in this part in the middle, you will copy the price, but you will also copy the size into your order. So if I click here, you see the quantity just jumped to 1,500,000. So I don't know if you want to trade this much, so be careful. Just when you click the prices right here, you should also always click on the price column. Never click on the size or on the total column. Okay, this is very important. So guys, these are the settings, the basic settings you need for scalping on BitMex. You have the indicators, you have the Telegram channel, you have your interface which is set up, you have our group. Basically nothing can stop you. So guys, I think this video helped you understand a bit better what the scalping channel does and what it's supposed to be used like. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to contact me on Telegram. If you are not part of our channels, make sure to check our Telegram channel. And if you like our videos, please subscribe and leave a like. Thank you and happy trading.